This is Radio Free Cybertron 788. I am Brian Kilby. Just a fair warning, I'm having some technical issues on our end. I think they are resolved. Just back in the day, we had technical issues every week, and it's been several years now since we've had that. So I've kind of lost all my instincts. So if I'm like, what
and
the
patience,
and it stops, that's something happened. So if anything happens, chirps, farts, just chortling, whatever, weird sounds, anything, apologies.
that's probably me. I'm XV.
Brian. There's Rob.
Hello.
Don. Are you wearing your red shirt, Don?
No, I'm wearing. I haven't had a chance to wash the red shirt yet because I don't have anything with light colors.
When you mentioned that red shirt, I ordered myself one, and it's wonderful.
I want to make sure I wash it with light colors, though, and I don't really have anything right now to wash it, and I'm not wearing it unwashed because the last time I did, I had a huge rash from the dyes and stuff in the.
Oh
clothing.
well, aren't you genteel? Or I don't know. There's Matt.
Dawn is extremely sensitive.
Sensitive is the word I was looking for. I'm not caffeinated, people. There's also Diecast, who's in another hotel room.
Another undisclosed location. Could be close
So is
to
this
any of you.
Business or pleasure? Did your wife know
let's
you're
not
there?
go there. Oh, let's not go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It's all business.
Cool. So I have to say my 5-year-old, might have been the 3-year-old, but the 5-year-old today asked Kim, is Diecast going to be here tonight? I don't know what it is, but every kid loves Diecast. It's true. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on. It's off topic.
It'll be more stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, it's off topic, so I'll mention it. There is a SDCC is starting tomorrow. So I've had this shared with me already. The Mattel booth has a Eternia playset on display, and it's ginormous. I mean, who had that as a kid? Some people did. I never saw one until I was an adult.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a tail end toy, so not a lot of people had them, regardless of means.
It's gigantic. I just this week actually pulled my Origins Grayskull out of the box to display it. It feels like crap. I mean, compared to the original, I'm not somebody who's like, well, the original is always better, because it's usually not. But I have to say, the plastic quality in the original Castle Grayskull compared to this one's more flexible. It's less rigid, so it's probably less likely to break, and that's probably part of the reason. But it also feels really cheap.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but like the one place where modern toy lines generally do not win out is in things that require, sheer plastic volume like play sets.
Yeah.
Or USS Flag.
We'll never get that.
So while we're on this off-topic tangent, Panda Strong in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, join us live every Wednesday night, posted a screen cap of something alarming. Masters of the Universe X Fall Guys.
What's Fall Guys?
That's the content creator oriented video game system of choice currently.
The hell? Is it like Twitch or something, or is this?
No, it's a video game. It's kind of like Fortnite, where they break it down to like seasons of content editions and stuff like that, and the real main purpose of it is just to have people stream it.
It's basically a competitive platformer that goes through a series of stages, and at the last stage, the last person who has not fallen off of the board and gets to the goal wins.
So I don't know. Okay, I know nothing about this, so I can't really comment on Fall Guys. But I will say the Masters of the Universe toy line, the character selection compared to Transformers or G.I. Joe, is incredibly limited. There's basically nothing left for Origins. I mean, I think Grizzlor was in that box set from PowerCon last year, and I don't think that we've had that yet when it comes to the main line. But other than that, I really can't think of more than just a few figures. The WWE Cross Masters of the Universe line on the surface looked silly, but you know what? The toys look really good with the Masters of the Universe figures. They fit in really well, so you can make anything almost apply to it. So that actually doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah, that kind of disappoints me that because I had asked on Twitter, because usually you would see one or two of those WWE Masters figures floating around. I hadn't seen any for probably 6 months.
Line's over.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I kind of wanted the Sergeant Slaughter to go with the Mr.
It's
T.
nice.
But
It's nice. I finally opened it this week. It's like I've gone through and opened all of my Masters of the Universe Origins figures. I've opened up all my 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures. I've opened up one of my classified figures. And with classified, I'm just underwhelmed. G.I. Joe is not a 6-inch toy line to me. I am so considering not. I have every single figure. I have like 17 bats.
We know.
Yeah, I know. So, but like, I'm still, I've been going back and forth on this for like 2 years. And early on, I'm like, man, I'm just not feeling it. And I just powered through anyway. I don't know that I can do it. I'm seriously reconsidering it. So, it's just like, I opened up all the 3 3/4 inch figures. I'm like, this is G.I. Joe.
And tomorrow he'll pre-order Dr. Mindbender.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Yeah, no doubt. Like I went through and I was going to cancel my pre-orders, but I don't know that I'm going to nope out on classified. I don't want to not have them because I have the entire series. So, but yeah, yeah. So let's see here. Let me go ahead and just jump to the show notes. So, we mentioned SDCC starts tomorrow. We're probably not going to do a live stream for it,
No, because we haven't done that in several years.
I enjoyed doing it though.
Yeah, just like being on a Thursday after. It was one thing when SDCC content we cared about was like weekend stuff, but it eventually got moved to like Thursdays, and just scheduling all of us around that is functionally impossible.
I don't think I've done it since I've had kids either. So
We also haven't really
hadn't done it even before that for a while.
We also haven't really had SDCC in a couple of years.
That's true.
Well, that too.
We could do an extra.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just depend
if it's warranted.
comes up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So JT Prime, who's awesome, and we love JT Prime. In our Discord, it might not have been in our Discord, but he's in our Discord earlier. He said Walmart Collectors Con also starts tomorrow. We can expect to see Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Red Thundercracker, Prime Optimus Prime, and Prime Megatron. Those are red figures?
Yeah.
Reissue Retrax and Terrorsaur, and reissue Maverick. I want the box set, and God help me, I want the Retrax, even though I don't need another Retrax and Terrorsaur.
Box set?
Or the Speedia collection, sorry. I said box set, so the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he wants all the red
myself.
figures.
Yeah, I'd like to have all of it except for Scourge.
Yeah, Scourge is a pass.
I don't need Scourge.
Yeah.
You know you want all the red figures. Stop trying to
I have all the red
over
figures.
That, so
And
no one will.
and spoilers, the newest ones that are in, and I'm watching myself obviously as I do the show, and I'm wearing glasses this week, and I feel like a really old man. So
The glasses suit you though. Like you look good with those glasses.
thank you. But like as I watch myself doing it, I'm like an old man now, and it's just but like with
old man yells into the cloud.
Yeah.
Basically.
But with this last wave of red figures, these are the first ones I actually like. So
What is this? What's the current wave that you're talking about?
Galvatron and Shockwave.
Galvatron. No wonder you like.
It's not a bit. It's a
So,
good figure
would you-
though.
Would you suggest that what the red collection is needed all this time was to be the purple collection?
The purple
because-
collection, yes.
Purple Decepticons.
Purple. Purple, yes. Yeah, but okay. So let's see here. So
Oh, I just realized what the next Transformers HasLab project should be. Don will love this. A red collection giant purple griffin.
yeah.
We should do that.
Or red collection Metroplex or something like that.
And 3 people will pre-order it.
Yeah,
And they'll all be Don.
the Metroplex will be the size of y'all's Marvel Legends Galactus.
be like an Ultra Mega SCF
Yeah.
Metroplex.
Okay, one question: are we harboring any illusions that we'll be able to get this stuff tomorrow, or are we just
Yes, I
like?
am.
Well, no, because I'll be at work and not really able to just stop what I'm doing to pre-order toys.
I work from
I'll
home,
probably be asleep.
and I'll have my computer.
Okay,
up.
well, all that aside,
I mean, it's Walmart
mean,
pre-orders,
yeah.
so even if you do get them, you probably won't get them. Right,
Yeah,
Diecast?
like
Yeah.
the only thing
I was
that
one of the
I'm
lucky ones that got Soundwave, so
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll roll that die. What the
I
hell?
got Soundwave and Bumblebee off of Walmart pre-orders.
The only one I'm concerned about is Cosmos because we know he's single packed in a case. Everything
And-
else, I have no
and-
illusions that it'll be hard to find.
Okay, so
Eventually.
the other thing with Cosmos, we will cover this a little bit more later, but the next round of Velocitron collection, it's going to have reships of a lot of stuff from this first wave. Cosmos is not one of them. They're dropping Cosmos after this first wave. So
Why?
Oh,
if
that's
it's
precious.
single packed in the first wave, why
Yep.
wouldn't you include it as a reship
I-
in wave 2?
I don't know why. Like, we had the Golden Disc collection, but for whatever reason, with the Velocitron Speedia collection, I know it's not a box set, but I hear collection, I'm like, oh, I can get them all at once, and I just have to buy something once. But
Ideally,
yeah, I know. Like, I guess if I just got Cosmos, but I don't want just Cosmos. I want them all except for Scourge.
I
yeah,
think
it's
that's the
like it's
answer.
like
But I'll get Scourge.
it's
It's
I
my
just
curse.
this is going. I just know this is going to be an absolutely horrible and this is even assuming they've added some kind of captcha to it to keep the box.
they won't have.
They won't have because they don't care. They're just looking at moving product. So it's going to be another frustrating experience. Most everyone will probably not get what they want, and then I guarantee you, within 20 minutes, if even that long,
eBay.
go check eBay
Yeah.
and see how many you'll be up on eBay.
Okay, so JT Prime just said there's solid cases of all the Velocitron stuff being offered to retailers overseas and Walmart.
Good.
So the solid
Okay.
cases being offered to Walmart should be for the online fulfillment. So he also says Walmart will still botch it, which I don't disagree with.
They
But
will, yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
solid
Absolutely.
the solid cases ought to be for online fulfillment. So at least you don't have to contend with one per case Cosmos breakdown for ordering online. Like there will be some of those for at least a couple minutes.
Okay, cool.
Hyper Shouta is also reinforcing again, no pre-orders, just orders. I don't know if he's specifically meaning that for the Velocitron stuff or for all the Walmart stuff tomorrow, but
So that
It-
starts at what,
it-
10
it does.
Eastern, 7 Pacific?
yes, that sounds right.
Sure.
And then I wanted to answer Matt's question. This is just like recently with Hasbro doing, Coronation Starscream shipping as a 2-pack, and then they ship it with sludge also and flood the shelf. And wasn't Galvatron 2 per case with 1 laser prime?
No, leaders come in packs of 2.
Okay.
So wave 1 was a Galvatron and a Laser Prime. Wave 2 is a Galvatron and a Blitzwing.
Okay, so that's why we had that
Yeah.
was a dumb dumb move also.
I mean, Galvatron's awesome. You just only need one of them.
But we didn't need it in back-to-back cases, considering we
okay.
just had it in Kingdom.
Okay, but there's a good reason that we can attribute to this, which is that once they did that first run of Laser Prime for Wave 1, they probably immediately shifted that mold set over to producing Scourges. So they wouldn't have been able to run more Laser Primes to fill a Wave 2 case with.
Makes
along with
sense.
Blitzwing.
That makes perfect sense.
So Galvatron's all they would have had to work with, or do solid cases of Blitzwing. I don't think they want to do solid packed leader cases.
Is there anything else they can repaint the Galvatron into? They've already got like 3.
Well, we talked about
Well-
this last week, didn't we? The possibility of doing Straxus retool.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, even like a repaint. Was there a Killing
we've
Jar?
already got. He
he
wasn't
Killing
in
Jar?
Killing Jar.
Okay.
No, he was not. That was Cyclonus.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we've already got a reformatting. We've already got
Yeah.
Galvatron
left.
2.
There's nothing left. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So Hasbro PulseCon 2022 is going to be September 30th and October 1st. And I saw that, and again, I for whatever reason, I guess because I'm old, but I'm like, HasCon's coming back? Because even though this is like our 4th Hasbro PulseCon or 3rd, no 4th. 2 last year, 1 this year. So
Well, there's only one last year. The Pulse thing they do in the spring is a different thing than PulseCon.
oh, okay. So, but yeah, so it's coming back, I guess. I I don't know if we'll be after the way that I sort of responded and reacted to like the fan wall thing this year, and I was kind of pissy about it. I don't know that I'm going to be invited back, but if I am, it'll be really interesting to see how they do it because it was just botched this last time. They just botched it.
So is the stuff going up at Walmart going to be on Pulse or just Walmart only?
Probably there will be the customary small quantity on Pulse. I don't think we know that for sure, but
that will sell out immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I think Don is asking this because he's considering re-upping his premium.
I mean, Don, it's $50. Are you going to miss that in a year? Yeah, Dononomics it.
Can't Dononomics that.
Eat ramen for a couple extra weeks.
Well, if he's going to order enough stuff off of Pulse, Pulse's shipping is either $7 or $10, depending on the speed you select for a normal size order. So if he's going to do, 5 to 8 Pulse orders in a year, that pays for the premium just in the shipping savings. So like that's how you Dononomics that.
I justify it. I totally justify it. It's worth it to me.
I just don't like buying from Pulse because I've had to deal with defective items from Pulse a few times, and that process is no good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, there's also the astronomical wait time on them versus other retailers getting it months before.
That happens. Sometimes they get it first. It's just it's hard to tell.
So Blade has a good idea. Brian will like this one. Web World Galvatron, now a commander class with this bed as an accessory.
I actually thought of that, but that would potentially require a retool because there was like a slight, there's like new toolings for Coronation Starscream. But let me go to the Discord and look at that. So Sean, remember from my birthday or Christmas last year, got me the bed. And he got me basically like all the things to make a Web World playset.
The starter kit,
and it's wonderful. Yeah. So yes, I would be all about that.
Anani TF says, I hope he has his therapeutic build-a-gun.
That was Okay, so
that is such a good, weird episode.
Yes.
My favorite episode of Transformers. Period.
Yeah, if we're talking, in sincerity and not just for fun, like bot.
Yeah, I mean, even above
it's up there.
But even above like Code of Hero, I love Web World. It's my favorite episode.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Okay, but Hasbro Pulse, I just want to say again, I hate the Hasbro Pulse app. Like every time I click a link on my phone, it hijacks the link, and I wanted to see yesterday what they had up for Hasbro PulseCon, like the information, and I clicked it, and it brought me up to a page that had nothing on it.
I mean, if you go dig in your phone settings, you can.
But now that I'm on my computer and looking at that site, I can see that there's just nothing on that site. So
okay, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you or anybody else has an issue with the Pulse app hijacking your Hasbro domain links, like you can go in your phone and change permissions for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, another good point though is that you don't like your phone sending you over to the Hasbro app because of the user experience of that, but the user experience of HasbroPulse.com isn't that much better either.
I do like now the order history is searchable.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So it's okay. It is an improvement. So
that's good.
Good job, Hasbro Pulse, on that.
So with PulseCon dates going out, probably anything that has pre-sales available for SDCC starting tomorrow and through this weekend. Actual product availability for that will probably not be before September 30th and October 1st.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else? First look at Velocitron Wave 2. Oh.
This is getting some really mixed impressions from what I've seen.
So is this a 2-pack? This is a 2-pack.
Of?
So first look at Velocitron Wave. Via Minari. Okay, I'm like, I thought that was a
not Versus.
I thought Versus.
It's not a 2-pack. It's Wave 2.
Yeah. So so I'm like, I already have that. that Mirage. Or you're seeing it like but yeah, so Crasher is amazing. She's everything I wanted out of a GoBots Crasher that I could actually get from a retool of Mirage.
It's not even a retool. It's using all existing parts.
Repaint of Mirage.
Yeah, they took the toy accurate head and put it on the Kingdom version. Yeah.
Which probably actually means that the Kingdom tooling, to whatever extent that exists independently, has its own toy accurate head option.
Here's how excited I am. Even technical issues be damned. I'm going to show this on the stream. I am extremely pleased with it. I like it. So I'm of the ilk that doesn't consider the Classics Mirage to be like the be all end all. A lot of people do.
It was the best thing in Classics at the deluxe scale.
So like there's that Crasher that came out in 2007?
Yeah, Fracture for Walmart.
2008, I think.
Yeah.
So this makes me much happier than that.
I think that mold held up longer than most other stuff of its time period.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So the name is Crusher? Is that what they're calling it? Or is it actually Crusher?
I don't know. There's no packaging yet.
A registration called Crusher. So I don't care what they call it.
Yeah, I mean, they probably were never going to call it Crasher because of, various issues we've discussed many times with regards to how the GoBots IP kind of falls between Hasbro and Bandai these days. That's why we got this Fracture in the...
they own the name. Hasbro owns the name, though.
Yeah, but it's the likeness. The problem is the likeness.
The combination of the likeness and the name. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a little too close.
Yeah,
a total on the nose, yeah.
It's risky is the problem.
I mean, the cars are completely different, but
Yeah.
I like it. I'll pick one up. I wish they would have put like a little domino mask on it just to make the face a little closer to the animation, but
yeah.
It's nice. Okay.
now that we know that they can put the toy head on the Kingdom version, it would sure be nice to get a red Diaclone version of that.
Yeah, it would be.
Just
wouldn't it?
saying. Yeah.
I mean, you know, if that's on the line, Matt, for that, isn't it possible we could see that in Selects because it's being run about the same time?
Well, we know everything Selects that's coming out this year, and Red Mirage is not among them.
Unless it's being shown
also,
off
there's
tomorrow.
the problem with doing a Diaclone Red Mirage. The problem with doing a Diaclone Red Mirage is that didn't come out in Diacron in the US, so they'd have to actually like make up a name for it instead of just using the old product code.
That's
I
fine.
don't care. They can find a way. Yeah, they say they listen. They want to know what we want. Well, that's what I want.
You know, life finds a way.
Yeah, my point was just they can't seem to be bothered anymore to actually make up new names and characters for the Diaclone stuff.
Even though I'm sure they have just trademarked names already sitting around that need to be used, they can just like throw on stuff. But
Yeah, I really want that. But while I like how it looks on Crasher, I'm not crazy as a Mirage. I know that's sad. So like having the red version would be nice, but like I would rather have it in a Mirage that more fits for me. And if we ever get a Masterpiece Mirage, we'll definitely get it in red.
oh yeah,
If we ever get a Masterpiece Mirage, which will be like the last one that I ever buy. I think that'll be just when I'm done. I came so close to buying a Mitten Box G1 Mirage like 2 weeks ago. I was like that close. I'm glad I didn't.
Well, I mean, which one are we holding out for last? Jazz or Mirage? Which is the one we're paying money will come
Jazz,
out first?
Mirage will come out before Jazz does, I think.
well, Kilby wants Mirage more, so that's what I would say is last.
Well, yeah. I love Mirage. Okay, so what else? Better look at Studio 86 Wheelie, and it looks so horrible. I was on the fence last week.
Boy.
I was on the fence last week. Now I'm off the fence.
Well, I just don't. I know it's parts counts and piece counts, and I get the core class. I understand that. but it just seems like on movie RC, she does about the exact same thing, and at least her hands can fold in.
Again, Don,
At
you,
the
you already
back.
answered it. You
yeah,
answered it.
but that's a deluxe.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't believe that adding a pin hinge on that figure with his it just bugs me that
It's not just a pin hinge. You got to think about the mold and everything else.
And the parts count. Yeah.
well, that's
Yeah, I
why,
mean, not
that's
even-
why I
yeah,
said
but-
that.
yeah,
It
not
just
Not even necessarily the parts count, just the engineering of it. Like there's
Okay,
only
but
so
here's
much
the thing.
space.
And
If you-
adding an assembly step at the factory.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just if you can give us that core
Or two.
Starscream that does all that, you can't give us that
I don't
wheelie.
think Core Starscream's hands fold in though, do they?
No, they don't. But I'm saying the engineering level of that is more complicated than what
Yeah, but
probably
they
is on
can
wheelie.
they can get at least 3 uses out of that tooling, so they make that back over time. Wheelie, unless you want like a core class Dion at some point, like there's not really much else you can do with
Yeah,
Wheelie.
I'm sorry. That just bugs the crap out of me, and I don't know why, but it does.
It's
saw
a
somebody-
$10
I
toy.
saw somebody digibash it into a wasp.
Anyway, Diecast is a $12 toy now.
Mm.
Yeah. True.
And we're all gonna buy it.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
not.
of course, I'll buy it. Yeah.
I'm not.
We don't have it listed. Oh yeah, you do. It is the next to last item. Okay. I just want to mention something I'm not going to buy, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Legacy Deluxe Wave 3 leaked via Amazon, Dead End, Skullgrin, Pointblank, and Crankcase.
Crankcase was leaked months ago, like around the same time we first heard about. Sometime after we heard about Wave 1, like Crankcase leaked
We
before
talked
we even
about
knew it was
Crankcase
Wave
forever
2.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
didn't know where it was gonna fall.
It seemed like when Wave 2 stuff came up, it was probably going to be like a Wave 3 or later toy, but just because we had 3 leaks from Amazon for this stuff, Crankcase seems like it fills in that last space pretty handily, so it probably all kind of dovetails together. But Point Blank, though,
Yeah.
comes with the
With,
Target Master.
with Peacemaker, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I have not seen a picture of that.
There
Is
are
a-
none.
No,
there
there
are
are
none?
not.
That's
Okay.
why, Don.
Okay, well, I'm just well, it's like last week. I had not seen a picture of the Tonkinator set in box, but it had just been released that day. That's why I hadn't seen it. The only thing about I love Point Blank is my favorite Target Master. He is my favorite of
That's
all.
because
of
you're
them.
correct.
But God, I don't want any more Siege Target Masters in the reuse. But I know we're going to get.
No, it's not a Battle Master. Our insiders have said it's not a Battle Master. It only has 2 transformation steps. It's going to be something burned into the engineering of Point Blank. Like you
Oh
need.
my good. That I hope so. 'Cause, I mean,
So it's gonna be worse than a Siege Target Master is what I'm saying. It's got 2 transformation steps, and one of them is probably turn it over. Like what we're thinking is turn it over and fold it in half, and that's the
Yeah.
transformation.
I'm just
Yeah.
I mean, the Siege Battle Masters work for the most part. I'm tired of them. I want something else.
See, during Titan's Return, I had the foresight to buy the Japanese versions of Top Spin and Twin Twist that came with Peacemaker and Spoil Sport. So I've already got that covered. Now we just need a Sure Shot.
Yes,
Sure Shot's my
yes.
favorite. So
Yes.
did we get the Target Master Hot Rod?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Legends only.
Oh, maybe I have it then. I can't remember.
Yeah, probably.
Probably have
No.
it.
You know, they could do that core class wheelie as Ruckus, maybe.
So, Hot Rod, Cup, Blur.
Blur wasn't released with a Target Master. Blur's Target Master came with Double Cross.
Okay.
And poor Scourge never got his Target Master at all.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And he's also the wrong scale. I mean, they could do it. They could do a Voyager.
Yeah,
I mean, they're doing it. They're doing a Voyager with Cyclonus. So
yeah.
No, if Hasbro says they listen to us, or they listen in general, I would like to see that again. This is one of my weird.
They don't
crazy
listen to
Don
you, Don.
ideas. I know they don't listen to me, but I understand that. But it's like if they did maybe like a small set of colored properly Battle Masters, or maybe even with this new thing, whatever is coming out for Point Blank, filling in all the Target Master gaps that we haven't had for these characters, that would be something.
Yeah.
So the problem with doing color accurate Battle Masters, Don, is that Battle Masters are made of two parts trees, one of which is nylon and can't be painted. So you're only ever going to get them in, two separate colors, and one set of those parts can have little paint details added, but like you're never going to get actually color correct Target
or at
Masters
least
because they're not built that way anymore.
Well, that's true. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not very focused.
I'm not trying to shoot you down. It's just it's to provide context for the audience as much as to shoot
It's
you
just,
down.
but I would like for them to be as close as possible, so the characters that need Target Masters can have them. So that way, if you want to go out and buy another Studio Series Hot Rod, you can have Target Master Hot Rod without having to get the super expensive.
Honestly, like I legitimately, even though I have the molds already in my collection, if Hasbro could somehow get those Target Master molds from Legends and release them in selects or something as a multi-pack, I would pay probably $25 to have the whole set of those in their specific media accurate or whatever, media accurate, toy accurate, whatever suits the purpose better. But like the highly decorated as much as possible in the most correct colors. Like I would do that to equip the newer toys.
They did that with the Minicon set, and I know that wasn't a super popular set. But the
Galactic Odyssey Micromasters.
the Micromaster. Sorry, but the Micromaster set I know wasn't one of the most popular.
Takara did that Headmaster set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that was Takara.
They did 6 Micromasters in a set. The Battle Masters are a lot simpler than the Micromasters, maybe versus the amount of plastic being used.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I think those Target Masters have more moving parts each. Actually, I haven't done like a comparative study of that. It never occurred to me before, but like those Target Masters were pretty involved.
So are we suggesting that they create new Target Masters?
That wouldn't be a terrible idea either.
I would be satisfied with a Target Master that is one step, just like the originals.
Well, and one joke I was making on our Discord when we were talking about this yesterday or the day before was like, probably what they're going to pack in with, Point Blank is just like actual recreations of some G1 small Target Master.
I would be fine with that. They're complex enough.
If they do a larger figure for selects,
I actually don't like the limbs hanging off the side of the transforming ones anymore.
Yeah, but if they did a larger figure for selects, that would be a Target Master or something in that era that would work way retroactively.
So I've got a little Takara Firebolt here, and he has at least 9 parts.
I'm pretty sure that beats a Micromaster. I've got Swindler here. Let me see. So the wheels are 4 parts to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I've passed 10, so there's more parts in Swindler at least. But not by much. Not by much.
This is Firebolt. He's not one of the ones that has the double folding barrels.
Yeah, the Decepticon ones are more complex.
I wonder if they'll work on Point Blank in the wrist attachment if you wanted to do the because I think the upcoming Cyclonus in toy colors, you can fit the Target Master into the jet thing to do the Japanese version. I think
not unless they retooled something, because we talked about this when Cyclonus came out in the first place, that there was not really a way to do that with how the toys exist by default. I was suggesting at the time that someone could probably like 3D model an adapter piece that can be printed off if someone wanted to do that, or it'd be an easy like non-F thing to offer the small part. But like the toys just as they come can't do that. So unless there was retooling, no.
Oh, okay.
So Brian, what's the thing that you're not going to get even though you hate it?
I'm definitely not getting it. I don't hate it actually. I don't care.
It's just leaning into our I hate it, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's that Transformers Studio, the Transformers movie 15th anniversary multi-pack. It's $140, and it's 5 figures that I don't want.
Well, I can't get it because it's sold out so quick.
Oh, is
Joe
it sold
Biden-
out on Amazon too? I saw it was sold out on Pulse.
I have not found it on Amazon.
I'm
believe it
glad
or
people
not.
want it. I really am glad people want it. It just doesn't. It does nothing
Yeah.
for me.
Because the one thing I've seen a lot of people talk about across the board is they don't want it, but they're glad it's coming out because some of those individual figures were going for a lot of stupid money on
Yeah,
eBay.
that is very
So-
true.
So it's good for those people who couldn't get those figures without paying a bunch of money. But that's kind of like a backhand compliment. It's like we don't want these figures. We just want them because we can't afford the originals anyway, and this will knock the price down. So it's like, yay.
How are they different? Are they different? I mean,
They
so-
are. There's less paint on most of them.
Okay.
The colors,
Has anyone-
the colors are tweaked on some. Ratchet colors seem closer to what's on screen, but they are all less paint than the original releases.
Has anyone even found this listing on Amazon? Because I've been unable to locate it. I
saw it when it was announced.
I'm gonna
and I
keep
went
it
there
in
and
the
it's like-
box.
Yeah, I clicked the link. If the link was there, and I was like, yeah, I don't need this. Even if I can do 6 payments of whatever, it's like I don't really need this.
So Don,
Yeah,
how are you doing 6 payments or whatever? Is this PayPal thing?
Oh no. When you with Amazon, you can sometimes on some products click and pay in equal installments with no interest.
If you have their credit card.
Yeah.
Or they actually now offer what is that service?
Yeah, third party service.
Affirm.
Yeah.
They now offer that.
It's like I have all those in some fashion. I really don't want them, but I am glad people who couldn't get the originals, maybe everybody can split up the ones that they want versus and someone else wants something.
Yeah.
I like the art on the box.
Yeah, it's a nice looking box.
Yeah, it's a nice looking box, and I don't know.
I'm on the list board right now, and it is pre-orderable.
Cool. So I'm gonna pull the.
What he said.
I'm gonna pull the curtain back. So XV's connection sucks right now, but in the podcast version, he's gonna sound.
Amazon page. Sorry.
On the podcast version, he's gonna sound flawless. So yes, thank you, Chris. That's perfect.
Okay, so JT Prime found us the Amazon link for the set. It's in stock to pre-order right now, and it comes out October 1st.
Thank you so much. I don't know why I couldn't find it on Amazon when I looked for it the other day.
You just don't know how to shop online,
Yeah,
Diecast. That's the problem.
I forgot Amazon pages and a lot of other, like any kind of heavy web page will just wreck my bandwidth for conference calls.
Cool. Okay. So yeah. Congratulations, Diecast. Glad you like it. Glad you're going to get it. It does nothing for me. So, speaking of, God, I hate this so much.
Just for Diecast.
It is a Pop Optimus Prime mask. Diecast, I love you, but if you came to my house wearing that, I would punch you in the face.
You'd hurt your hand. Don's over there doing a really good face palm at this whole idea.
Wasted plastic, wasted money, wasted time. Put it towards something better.
I don't
mean,
disagree.
there's nothing better, Don. That's all they do.
Will this be at the collector con tomorrow?
Yeah, actually, I think it is.
Oh boy, I'm gonna
So,
buy one and send it to Brian's house.
So I think this is not directly a Funko product. I think this is licensed and another company is producing it.
What a
How
sucker
horrifying.
company that is.
Well, if the Twitter account is an indication, let's see, Disguise Inc. possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
think-
Brian, they did our Optimus Prime masks, didn't they? The R.E.D. Prime. Is that
Did
them?
they?
Is that them,
Probably
Brian?
not.
Rubies did those masks.
I think Disguise Inc. might be a subsidiary of Ruby's because
Okay, that makes sense.
I want to say that name was involved in the pretty good quality Ghostbusters roleplay toys of the last couple of years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, maybe.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, so they'll make anything.
I could be wrong on that, but I seem to recall seeing that connection when I was researching that PKE meter.
Yes, they will
Brian,
make anything.
in the chat, Bromil posted a link from some people at San Diego.
Oh.
We have pictures of Star Saber and Victory Leo.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
T-Formers
Yeah.
has
T-Formers,
pictures
yeah.
up from a collection of pictures up from preview night. I don't think they're actually there for preview night.
That's
Okay.
all right. We had a video of that from Hasbro Pulse anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Hey, it's a big deal. Thank you, Bro Mill, for sharing that.
Looks pretty good. Engineering pilot 2. Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It's not even yellow yet.
Open original. Yep.
They use better plastic for the test figures.
They might actually.
For what we're paying, they better use better plastic for all the figure. And that,
It's an engineering pilot. It might be painted.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Apparently there's reports of Chicken Dinobot already yellowing in some places.
It's
Okay, so
already
it's
yellow.
Purdue
He doesn't have
Dinobot.
any-
Big whoop.
He doesn't have any feathers. What do you expect him to do?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a Purdue Dinobot. That's you know.
Purdue Dinobot. Funny. So, okay. Anything else news-wise? Because Don wanted to go first on what we got this week.
I just want to say one thing about that mask before we go into that, which is that I really kind of regret that it seems to be just a flat plastic plate. That's something that if you're going to do that right, that needs to be like a gigantic 3-dimensional block of foam rubber.
Yeah, kind of. I know it would also protect against Brian wanting to punch you in the face while you're wearing it.
Yeah.
The hell is this? Oh, never mind. I'm going to confirm your subscription from Hasbro Pulse. Yeah, I did opt into their newsletter. So, I'm like, what is
Chicken Dinobot. What's the matter with you?
that? That's true. Okay, Don, what did you get this week?
All right, I got a very interesting mix. Thanks to Preternia on Twitter posting this link. 5 months early, I get Bengali. And I am ecstatic.
What the hell is that?
Thundercats, Bengali. He appeared at the end, near the end of the series.
Is that why you wanted to go? Is that why you wanted to go first?
No. This
Okay.
is one of the things, but I'm saying this is one of. There's not many Thundercats that I wanted when the line started. But
So
Himichi,
is that like Masters of the Universe Revelations or something?
no, it's the Super 7. It's the Super 7
Ah.
Thundercats line, and Bengali's one of the ones I've been waiting for since they announced the line. So I have, one of my favorite Thundercats. So I got that.
I didn't think Bengali was anyone's favorite Thundercat.
He's not.
Well, he's mine. One of mine. Like everyone
I
else.
find that sus. No, wait, actually, Don, it's you. So I actually believe that.
Thanks. Like a lot of people, I got Studio Series 86RC.
But you
How do
haven't
you like
opened it
it?
yet.
Well, I just got it
Did
yesterday.
Amazon?
I just-
Did that come from Amazon? Where did that come
Yes.
from?
Yes.
Okay, I
came
did-
from
I got
Amazon.
it yesterday too, and I opened it.
Well, are you prepping a wedding and a honeymoon?
That's it, Chris. You go first. That way
So-
you can.
so
No,
I'm-
no,
explain
Don. No, Don. Way to be hurtful. Thank you.
Sorry. So I'm just saying.
I ordered mine
I'm
from
saying
Pulse.
time is
Word, Dad.
okay. Time is okay. I don't mean that, Chris, and I'm sorry. Time is a sink in which I'm drowning.
Yeah, so I ordered mine from Pulse, so of course it hasn't shipped yet.
I mean, I'm sorry, Chris. I did not mean to offend, but
No, Don. I'm
Well,
making
you know,
joke.
I'm drowning in a sink. I got Diaclone Twin Twist. So I got him.
Oh, you suck.
Did you
Where
open
did
that?
where did I order mine from? I guess Pulse because I still
Probably
Uh,
don't
Pulse.
have it.
Yep. I
Yeah,
stopped by
I
Target.
ordered all of those from Pulse, so I'll
Yeah.
have them in like November.
Yeah.
I stopped by Target and
Yep.
I passed
Pulse.
on Dinobot Chicken Dinobot, but I got another Cliff Jumper. Now I got one to open.
Oh.
I just found it randomly laying on the shelf, so they must have pulled. My Target is so crowded and so just junky. You're literally waiting. It's like a flea market table where everything's piled on the ground on a tarp, and you're sorting through a box. So I got that. But the thing I wanted to go first on was I got the Creatures Collide set.
Ooh,
Did you open that?
Not yet. No.
Did you get an extra one for Matt?
Not yet. No.
Did they only have
Um,
the one?
they weren't supposed to be. They were ringing up, but they weren't supposed to be out yet. So they let me have one.
Ah,
Gotcha.
So I'm keeping Goldbug and Ransack, and Blade Gnome is getting Sky Wasp and Scorponok. So
Oh, okay.
I'm
Nice.
splitting because he doesn't. We each don't want the other because I don't really care for that Wasp mold, and I have 2 Scorponoks, and I love me some deluxe Insecticons, and that Goldbug
I
is really
love
nice.
that whole
Yeah.
set.
that's the
And
same
that
thing I
gets
plan to do with mine.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
It's
but yeah, I
wonderful.
wanted to. Yeah, it's still really flimsy cardboard. I mean, this box is like just mega thin.
I just opened the last set they did, the one that had like the Nemesis Prime mole and whatever else
Yeah.
in it.
Mhm.
Yes, I got that. So yeah, that's what I got this week. But I'm really happy with the things I picked up
So why did you want to go first?
because I got the Creatures Collide set.
Which
Okay,
you
well,
didn't open.
I
to
got
be able
the-
to talk
I got-
about toys.
I got the Creatures Collide set. I could have gone first.
Did you open yours?
I didn't actually get it. I was just trying to give Don
No,
crap.
but you. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you could. Well, actually, you can provide just as much insight as Don provided into the
because
set.
I don't have it. I love the look of it.
I'm
much does that
sorry,
run,
it's
by the
Don,
way?
I'm giving you crap. You're okay.
You know,
Don, if it
this is why I get cornered at conventions and told that we need to be nicer to Dawn.
Don,
I
this
mean,
is
Don,
I mean, people aren't wrong. I
Okay,
understand.
okay,
I
Rob,
understand how this sounds.
I
Okay,
get
Rob, what was it, Rob?
How much does this set cost, by the way?
$74.
It's
$74.99. Yeah, it's slightly higher than the other sets.
I mean, that's the price of like what? That's like 4
3
figures for the
deluxes.
price of 3. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so pretty
not,
much. Yeah,
not terrible.
no,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
want
terrible. No,
I want that gold bug, so I may have to do that.
Hey Don, did they get it
Yeah.
out of the back for you, or was it on the shelf?
no, it was on the shelf, and then when I went up there and rang it up, and I saw it was scannable. I didn't get my hopes up, and then I went back and talked to the person in toys, and they said, yeah, that's part of the reset. That shouldn't be on the shelf, but since you've got that one, you can go ahead and have it. But they're waiting for the reset to put everything else out.
Why did you go
Gotcha.
back and tell the person that wasn't supposed to be on the shelf, but it rings up anyway?
Because I was trying to,
Oh, he's trying to get another one.
yeah, and then everything else that wasn't supposed to be on the shelf.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I appreciate the effort, Dawn.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I only have 2 things. So I got 2 of the same things Don got, but I opened mine. So I have Wrecker's Twin Twist, Diaclone Twin Twist,
Oh, you
because
suck
I
too.
ordered. Yeah, I ordered from Amazon, which by default means I suck because I ordered from Amazon. So this mold, when it first came out, we paid like $14 for it. So for this to be 25 now seems like kind of a jump and some sticker shock. But let me tell you, handling this now after not touching this mold for a few years, like it feels like $25. Like there's just so much like chunk and solidity to it. Like it feels really good. It's like handling it again for the first time, because it's been a while from my originals. And like I'm just super pleased with this, and it feels like it's worth the money I paid for it. The fittings are a little bit off compared to the previous uses of the mold, but not in a way that really badly affects the toy. It's just like some of the steps need a little bit more force to get things to tap where they're supposed to, and some of that will come down to individual variation, I think, also. But like for the most part, for how old this mold is and how long it's been kicking around, like it's held up pretty well to this reuse, and mine came out without any like noticeable defects or real QC problems. So like I'm really happy with how this worked out. It also came with a piece of heavy card papercraft project that I'm never going to finish because I'm not getting the whole collection. So that certainly is the thing. I'd like to tell you though a little bit about the packaging for this. So Don showed off on video the nice outer box of it with the art and everything. Inside though, there's not even a tray for the toy. It is just wrapped in bands of cardboard to like hold it together securely and brace it against the side, but there's not even a complete tray. It's
Oh, wow.
like yeah, it feels like the way you would get a toy that you bought second hand from someone who's like packing things. It doesn't even feel like a first go retail product, and it's not like I got a weird one. I've seen pictures of other ones.
Jeez.
But yeah, like this turned out really well, and I just have to feel so bad for the poor Dionaut pilot that now becomes the head of this robot that somehow got inducted into the records and therefore has
Into
undergone
the
a death
wreckers,
sentence.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there Don opened his box and is showing how that's packaged inside, and
Wow.
yeah, that sure is a thing, isn't it?
I've gotten things packaged like that before. I can't put my finger on what, but I know I have seen packaging of that style before.
I bet
wanna
it was a
say it's
Bandai product.
it was either a Bandai product or like I want to say maybe some of those old like really large Toy Biz figures. I have like the 12, 14-inch tall Toy Biz Venom. It might have been packaged. like
Oh
that.
yeah, you know what? Maybe so. Maybe
like-
so. That does
like-
sound.
Yeah, things in like the shampoo bottle spectrum are probably more likely to be packed like that up to now than Transformers would have been.
Another place I remember seeing this a long time ago was the larger Playmate Star Trek vehicles.
Yep.
They would be
Yeah.
packed like that instead of having like a tray or a foam pad built around them. I guess just for economy of materials for the
So the Hiss
packaging.
3, that was I think the last Hiss. Yeah, they released the Hiss and the Hiss 3 and the 3 3/4 inch line. I can't talk. 3 3/4 inch line. The pieces in that are just wrapped in like tissue paper. So like they are completely loose.
This is for that stupid cardboard hammer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out what this was for.
Well, if
I'm
you're not
too
getting if you're
excited.
not getting the whole set, it's for nothing.
Yep.
Nah, it's gonna go on eBay. Someone may can use it.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Don
I would try it
eBay's
on Twitter
everything.
first, but
Just use a highly reinforced envelope to
Yeah.
ship that, Don.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you don't
is,
want that getting
I'm like, is
bent.
this Mega Construct set
When-
worth selling? No. Okay, I'm gonna just throw it away or
When
donate
I
it.
used to do like delicate paperworks like my dad's comics on eBay to make sure things shipped okay, I used to put like cardboard slats inside the flat rate envelopes.
yeah.
Like almost exactly the way Alex Milnes shipped that sketch to me when he sent us those copies of the first issue of the Bumblebee comic.
yeah,
I
it's,
think
it's
it
almost
was.
like Alex and other artists like that know how they need to, reinforce the stuff to make sure it doesn't get bent in shipping. Like, yeah, that's a
Exactly.
perfect example because they do hundreds of those things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even with the cardboard.
Can we
if
stop talking about the
someone's
cardboard?
rough with
the-
it?
The only other thing I want to say about the cardboard, and this is the packing cardboard, not the papercraft cardboard. This is the first time I've seen a toy this small packaged this way. That's all.
Okay. Hey, real quick. So you've got one more thing to talk about,
Yeah,
right?
one more
Okay,
thing.
I just want to preface, talk about that, then we're going to sidetrack back to Star Saber. Like, I found more
Okay.
pictures online, and I want to talk about it.
Okay. Rob, do you care if I share this publicly just because it's funny?
Go for
So,
it.
Rob put in our internal chat a brown RFC T-shirt saying "Radio Free Cardboard,"
I love that.
and yeah, I really like that idea. Okay, so the other thing I got, which is also something Don got, is Studio Series 86 RC, and I opened mine. I sound cheerful about that, but I'm kind of not because there is one distinct flaw with how they've redesigned this. So one of the major things they did between this and the Thrilling 30 that is loosely off of, they add punch and a point, which required pretty much reconstructing how the midsection of the toy works. So there's
Mhm.
now a nylon piece where there's a square peg on top and a socket on the bottom piece that are supposed to kind of friction together. Except there is absolutely no grip between them on the copy I have. And I've talked to some of the others in our Discord who have this already, and they're reporting similar instances that the connection point there is very loose. And also the ab crunch hinge does not have a lot of tension on it either. So the torso will tend to just kind of pull apart or fold forward or just kind of fall down by itself, which is, as you may expect, less than ideal. And it's kind of a shame that's the case because, like, otherwise, it's not a bad retool job as far as the construction of the robot goes. You know, setting that aside, if you assume those parts would work the way they're meant to, it's got really good posability. The overall look of it is really good. The colors, the pink color is a little bit like pale, kind of. I would like to be brighter, more saturated, but like the overall look of it is really good. And I think nails probably what they were trying to get out of this in terms of a movie look RC. But like this very functional problem with this nylon part not fitting with the other plastic pieces the way it needs to is not good and appears to not be a one-off QC problem. Don, where I got like an ideal sludge, I've gotten a bad RC, which seems to be the more common case than a good RC, unfortunately. So my karmic balance is restored, apparently.
Funny.
The transformation to car mode is a little bit more complicated than throwing 30 RC because they've added more panels to close in all the back end. But that process works pretty well. It's pretty intuitive. There's only like the first time it's a little bit hard because you don't know to fold out the mid panels before you flip the whole back end around. And that makes stuff get in its own way. But like besides that, it's surprisingly intuitive to transform this, even though it works very differently to how the Sterling 30 RC does for the most part. I'm obviously not super satisfied with this because of the one problem, but if I could get a good copy that did not have that going on, I'd be pretty pleased with this. It's not my favorite Generations RC. That's always going to be the Titans Return one for actually trying to do something kind of different.
Yeah.
But for like a G1 media accurate RC, this is very good and has a leg up on the Earthrise one because it actually transforms.
Nice.
And that's what I got this week.
Cool. Okay, real quick. So we have more. TFW has more photos of Victory Saber, and they're a little more detailed than the one that we saw earlier. And good God, it looks Victory Saber looks amazing. Let me pull up a couple here that I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, this one Bromo linked to looks like that's actually plastic colors, not paint.
Mm-hmm. It looks good. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, I'm gonna just show a couple here. Okay, so here we have Star Saber and Victory Leo together, sort of back to back, and the photo's a little blurry, but you get an idea, sort of size and scale for them, and you know it looks pretty nice. But you get the little higher quality photo in this picture of Victory Leo. He just looks beautiful. I love that yellow. It's pre-yellowed. He's yellow. That is what the best Genrai toy ever, basically, I guess. No, I don't know until we actually have it. For those not in the know, I mean, in Victory, yeah, Genrai is transformed into, or he gives his life so that Victory Leo can live
for peace on Earth.
Yeah, he gets to get a glimpse of what he looks like in the future, and he gives his life to birth that. Okay, so but yeah, it looks nice. But you get a good photo here that zooms in on it, and it just looks so good.
Okay, so the robot mode Star Saber they have here on display looks like it's in actual plastic colors. The vehicle mode one in this last one, that's definitely hand painted. You can kind of see the difference in reflective quality of the reds, especially.
Oh God!
But they have at least one plastic colors sample on hand, so you can see what it's projected to look like in production.
The red and blue are so vibrant in this.
Mm-hmm.
This looks to me so much better than the Masterpiece one that I just don't particularly care for.
It's designed by the same guy.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, if you got a do-over like that, Matt, you'd probably get right on the second try too.
I mean, the Masterpiece way is not bad. It's
fun. It's
boring.
What did you expect out of Masterpiece Star Saber?
I like G1 Star Saber better, and it's definitely simpler. But this just looks fantastic. I am super stoked. I was kind of excited, but now that I actually see the color, hopefully this is the plastic they go with, same color and everything. It's just gorgeous. So,
yeah, the individual robot mode samples they have out probably are as close to the final plastic colors as they can get right now.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. the thing that makes me happy is to look at this and remember, hey, I already paid for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like one day this is just going to show up in my mail and I won't have to have paid any more money for it. That's
FedEx.
great.
Here's another look at it. Hopefully that won't yellow.
So the only parts that yellow that we know of at this point are the polyamide or nylon parts. Most of Star Saber, including a lot of the white parts, are going to be like ABS. So most of it should be safe from discoloring, hopefully.
Are they more like, I guess with the engineering sample, they're more careful with the paint applications than they would be on the actual toy, potentially?
I mean, a lot of this is going to be like hand painted.
Yeah.
They might have test paint masks that they're using as part of the engineering pilot process.
I
What
see
they're
where,
calling engineering pilots is still what we used to call test shots.
yeah.
It's just a more industry term for them, modern term for them now.
I see where the paint, I see
But
where
like, yeah, there might be more care in testing those paint masks.
I see where the paint sort of goes out of lines a little bit, but otherwise it looks really sharp. So
Mhm.
this just looks fantastic.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, man, it looks awesome. Okay. Okay, sorry. Who wants to go next? Anybody?
I guess I will. I've
Okay.
got two things. I've got so I got an absence of words. No, first off, I finally got DK2 Guard from Big Bad Toy Store. It sat in my pile of loot, waiting for other things to come in stock until it could not sit any longer. So it is here, and it is a really nice figure. Looks good, feels good. Happy to have that. The other thing I got was Studio Series Sludge, and I got one that is 50% good. It has one good hip and one bad hip, which is enough to let it stand on its own at least. There's one wing that likes to fall off, but not the other. So yeah, I think I got like the point in the production line where they changed over between good and bad sludge parts. So yeah. That said, I really, I tried to transform it without looking at the instructions. Mistake. So I did it before the show, finally, having looked at the instructions to figure out what I was doing wrong. And it is a really nice dinosaur. And yeah, I don't know that I particularly like getting it between the two modes. I still think it's like even if everything worked perfectly, I think it would still be my third favorite of the Dinobots. But it's pretty solid in both modes. It looks good in both modes. And I have to admit that in this economy, it is still nice just to handle a toy that is that damn big sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I got anything else, I have managed to totally flush it out of my brain. So that is probably what I got this week.
Mentioning DK2 Guard,
Mhm.
if people followed me on Twitter, I think I mentioned it earlier, I've been opening a lot of toys, and I had forgotten how many times that mold has been used recently. It's been used a lot. And so I'm like, I can't tell you how many times I dropped that shield from a version of that shield from the package as I was like snipping open the little rubber bands at least 3 times over the last week. So, but yeah, I think that's my favorite version of it. So,
Hey, y'all, just to let y'all know, I'm not having a heart attack or anything. I have a leg cramp in the back of my thigh. So if you see me whirling in pain, that's because it's.
I just assumed it was the cat.
our podcast
No.
listeners were like, I can hear Don in the past somehow that he's visibly in pain, but I have. Wow, Don actually does look like he's in pain. Leg cramps suck, Don. Cramps in general suck. Go for a walk. Walk it off. Walk it off, Don.
Someone has posted the first Earthspark promotional image from SDCC.
Yeah, it looks exactly like what we've already seen in terms of like, character designs and such.
Yeah. Hope the figures look good though.
Well, we'll probably find that out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping for more of an animated and less of a Cyberverse. Not that we're going to get it, but
Oh, we could.
I just want something like Cyberverse is different, but Cyberverse is also clearly subpar to Generations. I want something that is stylistic and of equal quality.
Like Prime.
Yeah, but something I would
Yeah.
like.
Oh, some of those Prime toys I thought were really
Yeah,
quite
they are.
great. So.
But Prime, yeah, you're not diecast isn't wrong, but Prime isn't as stylistic. There are fewer like yeah, you can look at a Prime toy and know that's a Prime toy, but
Mhm.
there are Prime toys like Viacon that could fit into something else potentially. Animated stuff, that's all animated. You're not confusing that for something else.
Yeah.
So
Prime always kind of felt like an easing back on the animated style to make it work in 3 dimensions, which kind of does take some of the charm out of it. I'll admit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Don. Log
Don,
off.
you all right?
Don took his headset off.
I'll give
so-
your. Oh, he can't hear me. Chicken Boo, what's the matter with you? You don't act like the other chickens do. Wow. Maybe I'll just turn Naughton's video off. Stop video. There we
I'll
go.
go with what we got.
Yeah, what do we get?
I don't have it here to show off, but I can talk about it. I got Sludge. I transformed him.
How's it compared to mine? You've held mine.
It's not perfect, but it's 100% better than yours.
Mine sucks. So back me up.
Yeah.
Mine sucks.
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe how much variance there can be between, samples or production. Yeah, yours was terrible. I was actually very happy when I opened him up. I'm like, he's not great, but he's not Brian's.
Yeah.
I almost threw the gun away. I searched for it. I'm like, where the heck is the gun?
I
Because
did that so
expected
many
to
times
be-
this week.
I expected it to be like either stuck in between like a piece of cardboard or something, and there was no zip ties for it or no, little ties for it. So I was like, where the heck is it? And it was just taped to the back on a white piece of paper.
Yep.
So I actually thought like they didn't include the gun. But yeah, that's really the only thing I got that I can talk about.
Yeah,
'Cause I
in
got it.
pre-show, Diecast was showing us on his phone all the Amazon orders he had delivered today while he's not at home.
Yeah.
He would have had a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yep.
Matt, do you have anything?
I got 2 things. Neither are Transformers related.
Go ahead. We're running along anyway. It's good.
So they're both Marvel Legends. I got my Retro Spider-Man Rhino came in today.
Oh,
Dang.
it's huge.
Pulse.
Look at the
Yeah.
size of that.
Yeah, he is. He thick.
Oh wow.
Mhm. So that's nice. That's one of the last like heavy hitter Spider-Man villains that I need. And I got Siren
Cool.
from the Bonebreaker wave. So now I am 1 member away from completing 90s X-Force,
That's awesome.
and 1 member away from completing X Factor, and 1 member away from completing Excalibur, and no hints that any of them are coming anytime soon.
That's frustrating.
That sucks.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's all I got.
Okay, so I got Night Prowler. For whatever reason, I didn't have him on order. So I got a note that Sandstorm had shipped and a bug bite? Not bug bite. What's the other one?
Buzzsaw.
Buzzsaw had shipped. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when is Night Prowler shipping? He wasn't. I didn't have him ordered. So I went to Walmart yesterday and they had all 3. So I picked him up and what can I say? It's the same toy. I think actually the QC might be a little better on this than my original.
Did the
Cheetor.
tabs break off?
Nothing's broken off yet, but I haven't transformed it. But it
Oh,
feels
that'd be why.
it feels solid in hand. So I got that. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do. I got the Studio Series Bumblebee RC. I just don't care for it.
Really?
Yeah. Just looks off.
I can get that. I get that.
Yeah. It just does nothing for me. But I am buying Studio Series No, actually I'm not buying them all. I skipped the last couple of that Starscream mold. So
Thrust and Thundercracker.
Yeah, so I skipped those. So I can live
They were
without
barely
these.
in the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, RC was also barely in the movie.
I honestly don't remember what this line is called. It's like blind bag figures from Dollar Tree in like their $9.25 section, like their Squeezamals or Squeegees or whatever. But they are little soft plastic figures. I got Megatron and Bumblebee, and like I know what a dead baby possum feels like now, because that's how these feel.
boy.
They
So,
are,
I mean, with your upbringing, I thought you would have already known that a long time ago.
yeah, they're horrible. I mean, if you like this sort of thing, I'm sure. When I say they're horrible, I take that back. I don't literally mean they're horrible because they look okay. Like the detailing's fine, but like I just hate the way they feel. These aren't something that I need. So these will
Fun
probably.
for your Titans to step on, though.
That's not a bad idea. But I don't like my Titans are now up on a 6 foot tall shelf, and I don't want them to fall.
Oh yeah, you don't want to leave those unbalanced up there. No.
So I got the first two studios, no, not studio series. The first two red figures that I like. They're both purple, as we discovered in pre-show. So I got Shockwave, and he's nice. He looks good. It feels nice. He stands well. He poses well. The
So
joints are
he
tight.
comes with a little Megatron gun accessory.
He comes with a little Megatron gun accessory.
He should have come with a little Shockwave accessory, since
Yeah.
that actually happened in the cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know why. But I also got. I'm grabbing the accessory. Actually, there are a ton of accessories. He comes with the Matrix and stuff. But Galvatron, of course, Galvatron's my favorite character, so I'm biased. But he's nice. Again, he feels good in the hand. I mean, look, he's not floppy.
So he's
Gal-
not
That's the
sludge.
first red figure that's not floppy.
Yeah, well, no, these are the first two that aren't floppy. Actually, there's a couple that I've not opened, like that. I don't think I've opened the Bumblebee. Maybe I have. I don't know which ones I have duplicates of and which ones I don't, which is the sad part. I shouldn't
Yeah,
have
they
duplicates of any.
They need to do a reformatting version of that one to go along with the Megatron.
I agree. Yeah, so
They probably
Just
will.
put the grid lines on the other side.
Other
of the
side.
figure.
looks nice. He even comes with a reformatting background.
That's kind of neat.
It's like shorter than he is though, so he has to squat down for it to work.
Well, just set it on a brick of unused cassette tapes and elevate it some.
I don't have many of those laying around, Don.
Do you have like a slab of like 300 or 400 PlayStation memory cards?
Yes, I have that. I saw that today. I do have stacks of trading cards I could use. So
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
and I don't want to belabor this one, but I also got a 3-year-old child this week. The adoption finally went through for my
congratulations.
youngest, Jocelyn. So I can say her name and show her picture and stuff now. We've had her since she was 3 days old, so it's not like we didn't have her.
Right.
But like now, like all the rigmarole that we have to go through, the horrible stuff with the social services, all of the pain of potentially losing her, all that's gone. So she
You own her free and clear now.
yes, she is officially Jocelyn Kilby now instead of what her name was before. So that is done, and that is a huge relief. So got that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I want to thank our patrons at the touch tier at tfradio.net/credits. Patrons on the touch tier can appear on History on the Fives with Rob, and I need to post some episodes of that. I've been posting them in bulk on our podcast feed, the main feed, but I got a couple I need to post to the Patreon feed as well. But that podcast is basically a show where we look back at the history of what happened in Transformers in 5-year jumps, and Rob does a great job with that. It features patrons from the touch tier. Those patrons at the touch tier can be on that show. And they also get mentioned every week, and extra love, and we love everybody. But I want to thank those patrons: Kevin Dorsey, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Jay Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Boomer, Spider Bob, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Blake Reynolds, Vegemite Mike, Jason Tate, Eric Griffin, Cybertron Toys, and Sean I. Williamson. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. We love you. So you rock. Let's see here. Rob Springer's podcast, the
Transformer Squadron.
Transform Squadron from Zone Base. I'm like going on a little sleep right now. But Transform Squadron is going to be posted this week. Either a day before or a couple days after this episode of Radio Free Cybertron posts. So check your podcast feed. You'll see it there. But Rob again. Rob's not with us anymore, like on the podcast. It's been 10 years. I'd be surprised if 10% of the people listening now even remember that, but we still want to give Rob love because we miss Rob. And we miss having him on. I keep hoping that someday he comes back because I hear if you truly love something, you let it go. And if it comes back, it was meant to be. So hopefully, Rob, it's meant to be. So you can find Rob at zonebase.org and on Twitter at RoboRobSpringer. John DeLuna, also not here on a regular basis anymore. He's being a father. We miss John too. John is at that John D everywhere. We hope that you join us at our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord.
John's in the Discord sometimes.
Yeah, he is. And you're in the Discord all the time. I'm in there. I'm there sometime. We're all there sometime. It's a lot of fun. You can chat with us, share news, gossip, yell, scream at us. Well, don't scream at us.
Please.
Yeah, scream at Diecast. Or
Yeah,
Don.
that's fine.
Yeah.
No, leave Don alone.
Leave Don alone.
Don has enough to deal with.
But yeah, you can join us there. We're also, again, on Patreon at patreon.com/TFRadio. We'd appreciate it if you help support us there. On Twitter at TFRadio, Facebook.com/TFRadio, Instagram.com/TFPodcast. We're on YouTube. I haven't mentioned this recently. Our Roku channel has been down for a couple months because I have not had time to fix it. And I am the administrator of it and the person who put it together. So if you watch our Roku channel, and we had a lot of people watching on Roku, and now we don't have it. Like our video views are down by like 99%. So I really need to fix that. Like literally 99%. So I just don't have time to do anything because time is the fire in which we burn.
Yeah.
But hope to get that back up soon. Same thing for the Fire TV app. They're on the same service. But all of the stuff is at tfradio.net. Let's see here. I'm on Twitter at bkilby and on Instagram at Brian Kilby, and you can find other stuff that I do at briankilby.com. Diecast is in a hotel room, but otherwise you can find him at
on Twitter at Diecast2. You can my birthday's in 2 days. If you want to send me anything nice, it helps the show out and it helps me out. tfradio.net/diecast list. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast, and you can see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews.
Sweet. Don, how are you feeling?
I can be found writhing on the floor in pain thanks to a muscle spasm, but thank goodness for mustard and water. I can be found on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. Also, for any new viewers or listeners, I am getting married in October to a wonderful, wonderful woman. And at the www.tfradio.net/honeymoon, my fiance and I will be taking a Carnival cruise, and we have a few things on there. If you're in a position to help,
clown memorabilia, things like that, carnival stuff,
an extra scoop of shrimp at dinner.
Yeah,
like
things we normally
maker.
wouldn't be able to swing on our own within our budgetary concerns. So if you would like to help out and you have the ability to, and it won't, cause you to go short, we appreciate it.
I'm adding a cotton candy machine, by the way, Don, to your Massey Attack wish list.
Oh, thank you.
That's just what our diabetic friend Don needs.
Yeah. I'll eat it and the Cadbury eggs all at one time, and just I'll be twitching on the floor for a different reason. But again, thank you to everyone.
Variety is important.
Variety is important. Yes. But again, thank you to everybody who has bought something off of the honeymoon wish list. It's really going to help defray some of the expenses and let us do a few things we normally couldn't do otherwise.
Good use of vocabulary, Don. I didn't know the word defray till I was like in my late 30s. Of course, and you use it all the time, and it's the perfectly apt word, and more people use it.
When I was younger, my mom got me reading early, especially like Agatha Christie and
accounting books.
Not just that, but I also read. I was on a Louis L'Amour kick for about a year for the weirdest Louis L'Amour westerns, and then I started reading a lot of Sherlock Holmes. So that's kind of what my formative years were.
Nice, indubitably. So, okay, Chris.
PlayWithPhotography.com is where I keep my toy photography on, things I might occasionally write about toy photography and, whatever floats my boat, basically. So you can check that out there. If you like the stuff I do, or if you just like me and you want to help me out, I'm on Patreon at patreon.com/playwithphotos. And go to Diecast's wish list and get him something nice for his birthday. It gives back to
On
the
Friday.
show a little bit too.
Thank you.
Rob.
Okay, I'm on Twitter at Rob Flails, which is the Twitter for Flail Throughs, my Gundam Gaming YouTube channel. Still mostly doing Gundam Battle Operation 2 while I hopefully get this arm spine thing sorted out a little bit. And that's going along pretty well. This week is the last week of the 10th anniversary of the GBO series event. Next week is the beginning of the 4th anniversary of GBO 2 and specific event. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the game. A lot of stuff added. This last week was the Delta Gundam, which is pretty nice. Did not get it, but thankfully a friend of mine got a guest video to me to put up. So much appreciation for that, Spidey. And beyond that, if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can throw money at me for it and make requests. And I also have a wish list, though my birthday is past, at tfradio.net/playlist. Benefits the show, same as Diecast's. And we were covering the period that contained my birthday on Hot Fives last night. So I guess it counts.
Nice. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I need to go to sleep. I'll see you guys later.
Good night,
See you,
everybody.
everybody.
Night.
Not all.
I have not
Recording
been so
stopped.
tired doing the show in weeks or months. So, okay.
All right, let's export an MP3.
Sweet. Hey, people watching live, seriously, I'm going to go to bed. Kim has to go to the late night pharmacy anyway. That's not a euphemism.
That's a weird euphemism if it was.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dope dealer or something.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
she-
Yeah.
No, she has to go get an antibiotic. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Did
Hope
you
she's
get
okay.
her sick again?
Well, I've been feeling like crap all day. I'm curious how I might actually be sick. Like, I've been having issues all day. So, but oh yeah, okay. People watching live, I'm killing the stream. We'll see you next week.
Take care.
If not before, but probably not before.
You can't see me, but I'm waving by.
Okay. By Facebook, by Twitch, by YouTube. Okay.
All right, so